Alright, hello and welcome to the sector. We are playing a battle here. We're playing a Warhammer 40k 1750 point battle of demons. A lot of flying monstrous creature demons versus I'm practicing my tournament list of Space Marines with Code Tiaz and Tau allies. This is the board we're playing on. Sort of went with narrative terrain a la Robocop here. We're playing the Relic with the Relic in the center of the board there. Demons have already placed a Aegis Defense Line and Las Cannon. They won deployment. They're going to deploy here. So let's see the demon list.
Alright, we got 10 Plague Bearers with Instrument of Chaos, 6 Nurglings, Great Unclean Wound with all kinds of greater rewards going on, Slaanesh Demon Prince with a bunch of tools, 2 Beasts of Nurgle. This is actually a Soul Grinder of Nurgle, but we don't have that. 3 Fiends of Slaanesh. Keeper of Secrets, and Demon Prince of Nurgle.
So that's 1750 of demons, plus the Aegis line, going up against 1750 of Space Marines and Kotiaz. Kotiaz is going to be the Warlord, bringing Chapter Master on bike with Artificer Armor, Shield Eternal, and Hammer. 5 bikes with Grav Guns, 2 Thunderfire Cannons. I am bringing in the newly painted Storm Talon, kitted out basic style. For Space Marine troops, I'm bringing 2 squads of 5-man scouts with sniper rifles and cloaks. I'm bringing 1 squad of plain 5-man scouts in a Landspeeder Storm with Multi-Melta. And that is the whole Imperial side of things. Tau allies are Commander with Riptide chip, Iridium suit, drone controller, target lock with a shield drone, 2 missile pods on the Commander, and 6 plain Fire Warriors, a Riptide with the machine gun and smart missiles, and I'm bringing 2 broadsides with rail rifles and smart missiles. They have a shield drone with them and 6 marker drones. So that is 1750 of Imperial, Space Marines, Inquisitor, Kotiaz, and Tau. Let's see, you want to roll off for first turn here? Let's see if we can get the epic roll on camera.
There we go.
Oh, 6 versus 2. I win first turn. So, I don't know. I'm going to make my decision. I'm probably going to take first turn. There's no night fighting on this table. I'm going to deploy over here. Demons will take this side, but we'll be back with deployment. There's the board before the game. Okay, here is the deployment. Space Marines won the roll-off, so he took second turn. Demons deployed as such. They these guys infiltrated in at the end of the thing, but all the units lined up on the 24 line pretty much. He's deep striking in Great Unclean and Keeper of Secrets, and then these. What are these guys again?
Nurglings.
Nurglings they infiltrated second. After my scouts infiltrated, they got the first infiltration. I put them up there. Push those guys back a little bit. But before I infiltrated those scouts, I set up basically here. I bolstered this piece of ruined terrain, so they're getting 3 up. And then I bolstered these line of sight. We call these are going to be line of sight. If they block line of sight, 4 up cover save. But I bolstered them, so 3 up cover save if they block line of sight. Got the Riptide here, bike sander, and the bikes here. Had the Weasel, Kotiaz in the Thunderfire Cannon, and keep them 6 inches from Tau, which are deployed sort of in the front of the building. Got the scouts in the bolstered building. Got Commander and his marker lights in front of the bolstered building. That is basically me cornered up in over here with Demons right here ready to pounce on the relic here. And we'll be back with the turn 1 from Demons. That's the board at the beginning of the game. My psychic powers were, I took Prescience and I rolled perfect timing so I can take away some cover. And that's the board.
On fire.
Okay, for the Demon turn 1, we saw movement here on the Soul Grinder. Plague Bearers moved a little bit forward. The Beasts moved forward. The Slanesh, what are they again?
Fiends of
the
Slanesh.
Fiends of Slanesh moved forward, as did... Is he flying?
Yes.
That's the... Is that the... No, that's not the Keeper. That's the Demon Prince of Tzeentch.
Of Slanesh.
Of Slanesh. Is flying forward.
Yeah. Flying Nurgle Demon Prince.
Las cannon shot at the Riptide and missed. The Nurgle Prince flew forward and did Psychic Power at the Scouts. What power was it?
Psychic Shriek.
Psychic Shriek killed one guy. They rolled a 9 on their leadership.
Good job, Scouts.
You threw down... Who threw down the porta potty?
Demon Prince of Slanesh.
This one over here?
Yep.
This one threw down the porta potty. It landed back here and pooped out a single pink horror. And then you rolled on the Warp Storm table like Flame of Tzeentch and
Storm of Fire.
Storm of Fire, and so your Nurgle units and my units were targeted. Got a few hits scattered around the board, but nobody took any damage from that. Am I missing anything on turn 1 for the Demons? I think I got everything right.
Yeah, I think so.
That's about it. That's how the board looks.
Trying to stay alive
for
here.
the Demon turn 1. With one dead scout and the Demons charging forward. We'll be back with turn 1 for Space Marine Tau. Alright, turn 1 for the Space Marines in Tau. We saw Prescience was cast on this Thunderfire, and I got perfect timing off on this squad. Right, perfect timing? Yeah, perfect timing. Took away the cover. So they moved forward, got grab gun range on the las cannon, and shot it with grab guns and killed it. Commander and marker drones jumped this way and lit up the Nurglings that were over there with all the marker lights. Riptide wiped them out with his Nova charged machine gun. Used up all the marker light drones. Then broadsides were in smart missile range of these beasts in cover here. What are they called?
Beasts of Nurgle.
Beasts of Nurgle in cover. Took away their cover with the smart missiles and got a few rail shots. And what did I do? 2 wounds to them. Also took shots, I think, with the Fire Warriors here. Didn't do anything. I used the Thunderfire, Prescience Thunderfire Cannon, and the other Thunderfire Cannon. That Thunderfire Cannon with no Prescience missed and did nothing, but this with Prescience, I ended up hitting, hitting 9, I think, and killing 7. Plague Bearers in this general area here. And took some pot shots with scouts over here on these Slanesh beasts running forward. Did some wounds. I forget what I did wounds with. Maybe the commander. I don't know. A couple wounds were taken on that unit. I got first blood by wiping out the Nurglings. Did some wounds here on these in cover and killed the Icarus Las Cannon. So now it's turn 2 for the Demons. That's turn 1.
Alright, turn 2.
Okay, so for turn 2, the Demons, Deep Struck Great Unclean One here, and Deep Struck Keeper of Secrets here. That's all your deep striking, right?
Mm-hmm.
You flew forward here and here. You got spells off on this unit, and you end up killing a marker drone and deferring invul save onto my Lookout Sir drone. This was the guy who didn't do any spells, right?
Yeah, he failed both of them.
He deep struck in, and then he failed both of his rolls to cast 2 spells. So that sucked for him. These guys ran forward. This thing moved forward right, this was the Torrent Flamer.
Yeah.
Put Torrent Flamer on the scouts up here and burn them off the building. And the Plague Bears regrouped and regathered up here. These guys moved out of the woods and over to here. The Pink Horror moved up to there. And Porta Potty did not get anything out this turn. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, so that's the board. After halfway through turn 2, we'll be back with Space Marine turn 2. Okay, so this is just turn 2. Turn 2 for, bottom of turn 2 for Space Marine Tau. I didn't get my plane in, but did outflank on this side of the table for the scouts. Would probably have rather gotten on that side and tried to shoot the Porta Potty, but I got here and of course missed on the butt shot. But whatever, it's only BS3, so I've yet to hit with that unit, but it still is effective in the backfield. Positioned myself all up in the Keeper of Secrets face, getting ready to assault it, but then I figured I would try to soften it up with Tau ahead of time. Got marker lights, and utilized marker lights from the broadside unit, utilized a little bit of marker light on the Riptide. Between those things, managed to kill Keeper of Secrets before I could get in assault with it. So I ended up just sort of shooting, and not the greatest idea. Shot my grav guns over here at these guys that have no armor, but whatever, didn't really know what to do with them. Ended up killing a guy and doing some wounds. The Tech Marine with his broken gun threw down Flamer and put a few more wounds on that unit there. Units here, the Fire Warriors and Scouts, I think we did a wound over here to this unit. Took away cover with the spell and shot the Strength 6 round here and killed about 5 Plague Bears. So there's only like 2 Plague Bears left and 1 Pink Horror left. But he's got the Porta Potty. Probably should have gone after that instead. Really would have affected his ability to get troops on the board, but still I'm doing a good job killing his troops, but he is all right up around the relic. On my assault moves I just jockeyed the Tau over here to make sure they're away from Kotias and still staying nestled away. That's turn 2. We'll be back with turn 3 for Demons. Yep.
How'd you do?
Alright, a very exciting dice ups and downs turn for the Demons. All that happened. Let's see. Just to get this out of the way, he turned and assaulted, made a 10-inch assault through terrain and killed 3 scouts, and they held. Papa Nurgle got here by the relic. He's got 2 Plague Bears here, Pink Horror here. These guys moved and tried to get in charge range. They tried to charge the Riptide, but the Riptide killed the front guy in Overwatch and made it like nigh impossible to make the charge. Yeah. This guy is, what's this, the Nurgle Demon Prince?
Yeah,
Nurgle Demon Prince got in combat with the commander and did like 4 wounds, insta-killing him on the very first charge into assault. We did that in a challenge, but now he's locked, right? Is that how it works? Yeah. The challenge? They'll be locked with the marker drones. What were those fiends over here? Mm-hmm. Those fiends got an assault off on me. I think a little bit of damage on Overwatch, but they got into assault. Did 2 insta kills and I made a save, but then on my return I wiped them out down to 1 model with a wound, and then he took a wound from the Warp Storm table, so I consolidated over to get near this guy. This guy had an unfortunate what happened? I did a wound to him on Overwatch, I think.
Yeah.
And then he tried to assault. He needed like a 7-inch assault or something. He got like a 6. So he failed with fleet, so that was really unlucky for him. And then I got a a lot of Overwatch shots, managed to do a wound, I think, onto this guy before he ran in. And I think that's about it. So he's open on the ground. I'm going to try and really shoot the heck out of him. He is locked in combat with the marker drones. This guy's Great Unclean One's here. His one troop is here. His second troop is here. And these guys are they locked? They're in combat, right?
Yeah, they're getting chewed on.
Okay. I think that's everything. So that's the end of beginning of 3, right? Okay, bottom of 3. Here's what all happened. Bikes turned and positioned to get near Keeper of Secrets. Shot him and killed him. Along with some fire from the Fire Warriors, I believe. These broadsides did all their shooting into here, but he made all his cover saves. He stays. Thunderfire cannon. I'll use a Thunderfire cannon to take out the last 2 plague drones. The flyer came on the board and shot up the middle and tried to take shots on the pink horror, but he
went to ground behind
the ground. I used the Nova Charge to make this guy move 46 in the assault phase. He moved 15 inches over there. In the assault phase, the scouts that were over here got wiped, and he turned and pivoted. Marker drones over here got wiped. He turned and bared down on Kotiaz. And I think that's about it. So at the end of turn 3, moving these units here to maybe get at troops and see what happens to the Portaglyph. He's down to his Warlord, Great Unclean One here, Soul Grinder, and the Nurgle Prince.
The Nurgle Prince. Coming for you.
Yeah, he is.
He knew not to wait for him. 1 inch away.
Alright, so turn 4 for the Demons saw this guy move forward, and what, did you spit your torrent at me or something? Or
some Skyfire stuff.
Your Skyfire cannon got me, it penned me, but I got my Jink off.
Right, get your Jink on.
He positioned a little bit. He moved over. Majority of the action saw this guy come around the corner. He charged. He made the charge. He challenged the Tech Marine. Tech Marine went forward in the challenge and died. They're going to be stuck in combat. Kotiaz and the Nurgle Prince. And I believe that's it. Oh, yeah. They got wiped out last round. So that's where we're at. Here's one pink heart troop on the board, Portaglyph. But he's got he's about to kill my Warlord. Probably kill my Warlord next turn. I have First Blood, but no Line Breaker, so I don't know. It's iffy game here with Relic. At the bottom of turn 4, we saw the Flyer shoot up the board and he pumped some assault cannon shots into the porta potty, got a 6, killed it. The Ignore Cover Smart Missile Systems pumped into the last pink horror, killing it. So he has no troops on the board, but he still has this Soul Grinder, Great Unclean One. I did all my shooting in this, pretty much everything that was in this building, shot at his last little beast that was there. I killed that. And then in the assault over here, Nurgle Prince killed Kotiaz, insta-killed him. And then Chapter Master and his guys multi-assaulted into the charge. And he took out a biker and killed Kotiaz. And then I did 2 wounds, or Chapter Master did 2 wounds to him. So they lost combat. But because of no fear, they just consolidated in. They're locked. And then over here we had Tech Marine run forward towards the board edge, and Riptide jump forward. So that's it. We're down to not a whole lot going on the board left. We got a combat here, Pop and Nurgle here, Soul Grinder here.
Is it night fighting?
Oh yeah, roll.
No.
No night fighting.
Okay.
All right, so top.
He's got first blood.
This is 5.
No one's getting relic.
This is beginning of 5.
5.
Beginning of 5. You.
I went first.
Well, midway through 5. Yeah.
Bottom 5.
He got Great Unclean One moved forward, and you shot a spell at my Tech Marine and killed him, right?
Yep. No, well, it was a greater reward.
Greater reward at my Tech Marine and killed him.
Spell,
The Soul Grinder,
realized.
you ran forward, right, to kind of block me. So you got, now you're affecting my decision to move forward here.
Yep.
Nothing else on the board is alive except for over here, which was the Nurgle Demon Prince. You did 3 instant death wounds to my Chapter Master, but I made all the shield 3-up invul saves, and then I struck back and did the last 2 wounds, killed Nurgle Demon Prince, and just basically consolidated an inch, turned around, got my face pointed where I need to go. So at the end of, or midway through 5, you've got Slay the Warlord for demons when they killed Kotiaz. You've got First Blood for Space Marines. Nobody's got the relic, it hasn't been touched. And no line breaker on either side.
While you move, I'm gonna.
That is it.
I think we shouldn't.
So that's the game. We're very little left on the board. Left on the board is just a Flyer, a Soul Grinder, a Riptide, Great Unclean One, and then everything in my bolstered defense here, and my Chapter Master and 2 bikes. So we really are just pounding the crap out of each other. Fun game. We'll see how things end up. Okay, roll to see if the game continues. I will roll. Well, I'll roll.
Naked fighting.
5. So game goes on. We're gonna go to turn 6. In turn 5, I did almost all movement. All I did was I decided not to go forward with the Riptide. I just thought it was too much too soon, and he was very likely to get shot, assaulted, etc. I couldn't do anything there, so I backed up with him. Got shots on Great Unclean One. Did nothing. Had nothing. Had no line of sight here because he's only got Nurgle and Soul Grinder over there. So I turbo boosted 24 to get to here. Got these guys moved and ran them forward. They're just in the building. They had no line of sight on anything. And we're going to go to turn 6, and hopefully I can get, maybe get some line breaker. But that's about it. We're sort of fighting for line breaker here in turn 6.
40K vision.
That's how things worked out.
Excuse me. Fighting. Not gonna be able to catch you. Maybe.
All right, we are here halfway through turn 6, where it ended up being night fighting. By the way, he moved forward and he moved over here. You failed a shooting spell attack, I think, over here, and that was it.
Yeah.
All right.
Give you the game with line breaker.
Pretty much, right? I mean, do we need to play it out? Because unless it goes to turn 7, it even still.
Even then I would have to make a...
Basically, on my turn, at the bottom of 6, I'm going to go...
Yeah,
I'll get to 24 is like about here, probably. I'll get line breaker with these guys. And then play conservatively with these guys.
Video where that is.
Yeah, so then they end up getting line breaker. I have first blood point. You killed my Warlord Kotiaz here. Let's see if the game ends. So let's say, like, all right, let's just say, okay, that's my game, my turn there. Whatever. I just sort of jostle this guy, keep him safe there, and then we see if game ends. 5, it doesn't end. So,
I mean,
at which point
there's no win for him.
No,
You can stay away.
Yeah, at which point I think I pretty much always can stay away with everything. So let's just call it there because that was super fun. Thanks so much. Always a pleasure to play your list. Play Demons today. And that's how it ended up with Relic. No one ever even touched the Relic. There were so many, well, just Great Unclean One being right next to the Relic kept me away from that the whole turn. I would say that was a big factor in your army, even though it never really did anything other than just move side to side across the middle of the board. Like, I definitely stayed away from it. For me, Chapter Master on Bike did good in combat and jockeying, so good point, good a unit there. Riptide did okay, put some shots down, got some first blood, got some good maneuvers in, what ended up doing is I sort of inadvertently feinted forward, made you draw movement over here, and then I snuck my bikes up the side, but I didn't really realize I was doing that till game was over. Really fun game of Relic's not always the most fun, but we had a lot of fun, and that's how it ended up.
Yeah, those bikes got far.
Yeah, they did. They were all over the place. So yeah, check out NViz. That's the YouTube channel where I put these battle reports, and we do a podcast, Veterans of the Long War, on iTunes and on Facebook. So find us and comment, get in touch. See you later.